This opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, here we go.
Haskins on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fights him off. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He'll get it up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back.
We're ready. We're ready. Use the mic. Here it comes. Here it comes. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Wait. Touchdown. Drive on. Use the mic right here, over there, right? Here we go.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Freeman. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Ready. Blue ready. What we got?
Jameis to throw it. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, baby.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll run with the former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Green, triple T. Watch right, 81. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Echo. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Easy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
52's the mark, boys. 52. It's coming this way, Hey, let's get a conversion. Here we go. Where do we go?
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even. Switch it.
To throw, Winston. They complete it to Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
36. Slam.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Winston. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be complete to Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
You got nothing.
Here's Haskins to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to look deep down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Haskins on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins, Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
And the Patriot first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Line 52.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The open man is Smith. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is complete. It's Allen. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 50.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. This is caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Fourth down, here's Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hey, 52, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Where's 52? Watch 52. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Get that quarterback, D-line.
On 2nd down and 4. Winston. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bills will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to sling this deep down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, stop. Watch twist. Watch this. We go even.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Haskins. And his pass is Allen hit. He lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Mike 55. Hey, 5 on the 50.
Following the interception, Winston gets this one to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go, baby. Let's
So
go.
we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ball. Hey, Mike 52. Wait. Let's go, D. Let's go. Kill. Let's go.
Winston now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, Winston looking deep for Hilton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rashard Higgins, 77 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Winston. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Kill. No. Off.
3rd and long for Winston. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Haskins. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Clement. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Trying to pick it up with Clement. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Clement, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. He's got the hook up with Conley. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let him know. No. Check that. We're going right.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots 47.
Ready. Black 22. Right. He's tight. White. Wahoo. 4 down. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Wild Bill. Mike 52.
They're going to run the draw here with Clement. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Jameis to throw it. He is going to find Hill here. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Check.
1st down, Patriots.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And this is Cook with a grab. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. It's caught. Shepard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. 4th down, here's Haskins. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Aaron Donald. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Well, he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
And Winston lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Hitchens picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On fourth down, Haskins. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Danny.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Let's go, D.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
5 on the 50. Johnny. Check right. Watch 55. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Easy. 5-0. Mike, 55. Slow. 55. Come on.
To throw is Winston. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Flip it. 55 is my guy. 55. 2-6. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. He's coming. Double up. Easy. Hey. Check. Hey, stop.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New England, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt.